Thanks for tuning in to Juicy Pop. I'm your host, Miss J.
I'm Destiny Faith.
And I'm Lord Brody.
Juicy Pop is the new home of urban pop news, interviews, and juicy tea about your favorite celebrities. Let's get into it, y'all. We were all entertained by the Verzuz battle, including R&B singers Bobby V, Pleasure P, Ray J, and Sammy. But since then, the singers have further entertained us with several live chats, and they've also announced that they are starting a group. But before we go there, what was y'all favorite moment of the Verzuz performance?
I mean, personally, only person I was there for Bobby V.
Really?
It's the...
It was the what? Do that again.
I mean, you know what I mean. You know, I really wasn't there for any of them, but Ray J is my favorite out of all. So, you know, but
did he make you proud, sis?
Hit or miss.
Oh, okay.
Hit or miss.
It was the holding the baby for me.
Right. Like, where did that come from?
He was like, I couldn't sing because I had my baby. I'm like,
but what?
It's always my baby. What are you talking about?
See, I was there for Pleasure P and Sammy. They actually brought the heat.
But I like Pleasure P, but
your boyfriend number 2.
There you go. Exactly. Okay, your boyfriend number 1. Okay. But see, then Bobby V, he done came over to their side and left Ray J hanging.
I mean, are you surprised?
No, because my one wish was for Ray J to stop singing.
Oh.
At this point, to be honest, if you want me to be honest with y'all, he was doing entirely too much and he wasn't doing enough at the same time.
But you know it's Ray J, so
it's Ray J.
That's what you expect out of Ray J. You know what I mean?
Ray J coming for every bag.
He needed Brandy to come and help him out, I think. Because he wasn't giving it for me. I'm sorry. It wasn't working for me. So let me ask y'all this.
Okay.
If they had switched it up, like maybe put Bobby V and Pleasure P and Sammy and Ray J together, how y'all think that would have worked out?
I just feel like you can't compare them. You know what I mean? Bobby V is in a different league on his own versus like Ray J. Right. Ray J was doing more rap, music, like singing, and it's just like...
And I just feel like it's hard to kind of distinguish that. You can, you know what I mean? Because they all have their own parameter of how they perform or their music. So I just feel like it's like another hit or miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I haven't heard a record.
They're all talented though. So let me say that.
Okay, first of all, let me tell y'all. I listen to Sammy. Sammy got a couple of good mix. He got some good mixtapes out right now.
I like it.
No, he got a couple
that song though.
He got a song out right now called Pussy Cry. He got a couple of other songs out. You gotta look it up. It's called Satin Sheets. That's his newest EP.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. Cause Jordy, you know I love music, so I'm gonna have to look that up. That's my thing.
He got a couple, so if y'all ain't checking for Sammy, check him.
And
he got an album out. So
I'm gonna have to check for Sammy. So let me ask you all this.
That's a no for me.
Would you all be interested in them becoming a group, or what's your interest in that? Like,
I feel like because Tyrese, Genuine, and who else was in it? Tank. They did that whole situation.
You're right.
I feel like I'm good on like the
but you know what?
The male groups.
It's not many male groups anymore besides Migos. If you think about it,
this is true.
Yeah. So I mean, that would be something different.
And we need some more male R&B. That's what I was gonna say.
So you know, I think it'll be.
You gotta get good heads for R&B. Like, come on, look at Mario. Like, you gotta mix.
Now
like,
that's who they should. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
When Mario and Omarion came
Mario
out,
killed it.
I was gonna say he killed the whole.
Down, that was his win.
But you know what? I mean, I'm not surprised. It's Mario.
Right.
So
yeah, I don't know if I'm here for the group. The only thing that I will say is Ray J needs to get his vocals together. So he either need to go back to a vocal coach. He needs to get Randy to help him.
Or do you think he need to stick to producing?
Exactly. Or he can stay to the Raycon.
Yes. He's a good producer on top of that.
I ain't never seen
Look it up, honey. Look it up, honey. He produces. Yes. I mean, he's a good producer.
And even leading up to the whole battle, they were just saying, like, basically he was bragging about all of his money and his accolades as far as business endeavors goes. So maybe he just need to stay in that lane and lead the singing to the real singers.
Maybe that's just for him, you know.
Well, speaking of real singers, social media was buzzing with rumors that the rapper Drake was arrested in Stockholm after a nightclub appearance. But a rep from Drake has finally confirmed to the Hollywood Reporter that he wasn't arrested. He was actually in his hotel room in Swedish capital, where the rumors began swirling online. Do you think Drake was arrested, or you think it was just like a little media stunt? Because you know they have the October World Tour coming out, and you know that's where Young Money is about to perform in that reunion. Young Money, what we talking about?
And it could be a publicity stunt. You know, because I mean, do you hear about Drake getting in trouble? Let's think about it.
And that's what I was gonna say.
You feel me? Like,
he got a good character.
Who hears about Drake getting in any trouble?
Right.
So this is, I mean, although it's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
You know, but it's Drake. I mean, I feel like he moves safe, you know?
But he's in his certified lover boy vibes right now.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly.
He had the
Exactly.
baby. You know,
Right.
that was like
Exactly.
a big thing. And then ever since then, it was like quiet.
Where's Drake been?
Right. Where's Drake been?
And this new album, a lot of people really wasn't feeling it, so maybe this was another way for him to get some publicity so people would actually buy tickets to come and see him. But I feel like just off of his name, Drake alone, people gonna come out and support him.
Yes.
Definitely.
All of his friends that he got, he gonna bring people out while he's
Right.
on tour, different
course.
stops. He'll have different people, especially like right here in Atlanta. He probably gonna bring out Future because you know him and Future was on tour together for a
Probably.
while. So
That's like yin and yang. When you think of Future, like anything they put their name on, it's like.
and it's
big.
gonna
fire.
hit. Anything Drake and
Exactly.
Future is gonna hit.
But
So-
once you think about it too, like Young Money reunion, like when you think of Young Money, you always go Lil Wayne, Drake,
Nicki.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard
Yeah.
like a Drake and Nicki record? The
Yeah.
fact that like they're about to be on tour together.
that's actually
That's
gonna
like
be hot.
iconic.
but wasn't he on Seeing Green?
He was.
Yes, he
was.
But
You're actually
that's
right.
old.
You're right about
was
that.
old.
Yeah.
On Seeing
They had
Green,
pre-recorded
so-
that.
Yeah, they did. But it was still something kind of new for certain people, kind of. So I mean,
It depends where you are with your fan base, because I know
that
where I am.
too. That too. if you're not a Drake and Nicki fan, you probably wouldn't know about that. You know what I mean? So that's just there.
Oh, also, but by the way, the lineup includes Young Money, like I said, Chris
Mm-hmm.
Brown, which Chris Brown, we're going to get to some things a little bit later on with him, and
do my
Lil
boy.
Baby. But the tour is in Toronto, Canada, July 28th to August 1st. So be on the lookout, get your tickets.
We might need to take a trip and be up there. Juicy popping
Juicy popping it up. All right, so let's take a left real quick, you all. In some other disturbing news, I'm sure you all have heard about Ricky Martin, 20-year-old nephew. He's claiming that they had a 7-month relationship with some domestic violence going on. Exactly. The nephew has filed a restraining order against the singer, and if the accusations are true, Martin can face up to 50 years in prison for the Puerto Rican law. Now, let's talk about this. I mean, this is a lift to what we was talking about. How do you all take this? I mean, it's Ricky Martin. So when I think of this, I think of, is he that insane or is the nephew that insane?
Fucking
you know
your
what
nephew,
I mean?
honey.
I mean, fucking your nephew.
I mean,
Not
that's
only
what
are
it
you fucking
is,
your nephew,
child.
are you beating your nephew?
Beating
You
right,
feel me?
yeah.
Like, what's really going on with that situation? You know, have you all ever heard anything about Ricky Martin? I mean, me per se, I have not. I mean, I haven't heard of him, but doing anything like that or just anything as in being in trouble.
Ricky Martin was married to Jessica Simpson, right?
Ugh, I don't think
Who
so.
was he married to?
I don't think so.
I can't
He was
remember,
married to
but
a
he
star
was
before
married
he
to
came out.
somebody.
He was, and not only that,
J-Lo?
I don't know, but he's just
dated
too handsome.
somebody.
I want to say he dated
That man
J-Lo
fine.
probably.
He is too
but
handsome.
I saw him
for
at
that.
Rihanna fashion show. He was.
So I'm just like,
Either way
why?
it goes, regardless who you are, that's incest and that's disgusting.
It's
But
very
you gotta
nasty.
think about it too.
It's
Ricky
very
Martin is
disgusting.
like at the peak of his career right now.
Exactly.
Yes,
And
he
you
is,
know,
he is,
honestly, I
he
hate to
is.
say it, but sometimes family can go there. When they see
And they
this
can,
show,
and they can.
and they probably
Especially
when they got that
bag.
He was like, no, he was like, oh well, you know what? I'm about to meet you too.
But you know what? I feel as if this is true, I feel as if the 20-year-old nephew should also face time too, only because he's an adult. I mean, you're not 14, you're not 15. You know what I mean? So that's my take on that. However, going to the left again, Martin has denied these allegations towards his nephew. A statement has been put out regarding, Martin stating that he claims his nephew is struggling with a mental illness. And his lawyer has quoted that, unfortunately, the person who made this claim is struggling with deep mental illness and challenges. He also stated that Ricky Martin has never and would never be involved with any kind of relationship with his nephew. And not only this idea is untrue, this is also disgusting. Now, this is from his lawyer on behalf of Martin. Martin is claiming that this is untrue, and he's also claiming that his nephew has a mental illness. Now, I will say this. If this is true, Martin has a mental illness.
Hello.
And I think his nephew probably... Do you all think it was something such as he was paying him off and he
That's what I
stopped
was gonna
and
say.
What is sister got to say?
Cha-ching.
Right, or his
Say
brother?
about all this. Like,
What are the other family members saying about this? Because I have not heard anything being stated or no one else saying anything about this. So my thing is, were you paying him and you stopped paying him and he decided to just
Out you.
Exactly.
Honey, the
He
music ain't
wanted
that
to
good.
kind of exactly, honey. So
Listen
I don't
to it on
know.
the iPod.
Yeah, but you can't put nothing on somebody if you ain't been in that situation. That's all I'm gonna say. But moving
That's it,
right
that's
on
all.
along, our girl Issa Rae is bringing a new series to HBO Max,
Hey,
July
Ratchet.
21st. It's
Yes,
called
honey.
Ratchet, okay? It's about two Miami rappers, Shauna and Mia, and they plan to take over the Miami music scene. So y'all know Issa is known for doing her raps in the mirror in the bathroom on Insecure. Are y'all excited to see this show?
I'm actually really excited.
Yes.
I am too.
Me
I
too.
just
Me
want to
too.
see where it goes because after watching the preview, I was like, okay, where are we going?
Right.
It's
It
like-
kind of reminds me of a downplay of P Valley a little bit. It kind, it kind of puts me in the sense of
Down
that.
in the valley where the girls get naked. In my humpback eye, okay? But yeah, y'all make sure y'all tune in and watch my good sis Issa in her new show. Because anything she touched, it turned to fire and it
Come on,
just
man.
goes. So
Well,
shout out to her.
Back to Mr. Chris Brown. Recently in the
Breezy.
news, he has been accused of canceling a concert and leaving a group of investors in debt over $1 million in debt. And the concert was a benefit to host families significantly impacted by the Hurricane Ida and Nicholas. It's alleged that Chris Brown agreed to do the concert. He was also given a deposit, travel buyout, and his back end several days before coming to Houston, Texas. However, Chris Brown canceled during a sound check without warning. According to reports, subpoena of records proved that Chris Brown actually was one of the signatures on the transaction. What do y'all think about this? Chris was
That's
going.
not okay.
I mean, that's not okay, but I mean, it's Chris.
Chris Brown.
But then when I say it's Chris, I don't mean that in a negative way because I love Chris. I'm a Chris Brown fan.
But you got all
he
your
can't
money.
really do anything wrong in my eyes. But
Aw,
I will
man.
say this. I will say this. That's not a good move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
I don't think that's smart. But it's Chris.
And he's so far
maybe
in
get
his
away with
career.
something.
Like, why you
Exactly.
need to take the money and run off with it? Then it was supposed to be a benefit concert for people that were affected
Yeah.
by these hurricanes. I'm sure they needed something to uplift their spirits. So they were looking forward to being at this concert to see him
Yeah.
perform. And then you just quit in the middle of your sound check, but you got your back end, you got your check, and you signed off on the paperwork. Chris, run that money back. He ran off with the bag,
just
okay?
feel like-
Turn that money back.
Let me tell you, I'm going to
Ran off on the
Chris.
plug twice.
Because he probably was like, you know what, this ain't the time, because he was going in on Twitter talking about, y'all gotta support real music. Y'all didn't support his album, so he had to put out a deluxe version just to prove to y'all that, my shit is just as worthy.
Hello.
But guess
Right.
what? I'm telling you, that's probably why he put the deluxe out. That's probably why he was like, I can't do the concert and I got more shit to do. My moves ain't running. My moves ain't running yet.
He ain't running it
Give me a little time. Give me one more sound check and we ready to go.
I just think he just need to return the money. Just get them people back their money.
Give him back their
Or
money.
get the people a
Schedule.
free concert. Make it up.
Chris,
Get back the
where
money
you
and do a
at?
free
Chris,
concert.
But you know
What
what?
we looking
Speaking
at?
of Chris and speaking
Chris,
of something
bring it
very
down.
kind of like eerie, what do you all think about this arrest with Kodak? Now, to me, it's so random. I mean, you have not been out that long, and you got arrested. They found $50K on you. They found some kind of pills on you. My thing is, first of all, why did they even pull him over? Second of all, where do you all think this is going to go for Kodak? Considering the fact that he has not even really been out as long.
That's
and
what I was just about to say. He
Donald,
could be back in jail.
hi, Donald, honey, Donald,
Yeah.
you can be
Just
with other
sit down.
people. I'm
Just
just
sit
saying.
down.
I'm just saying. You can be with other people, Donald. Please. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they hair. I'm glad he got rid of the hair.
all
Right.
I'm
They probably
saying.
made him in jail. Right.
Yeah, they probably.
He gonna
But
come
I'm
back
just
with it. He
saying.
gonna go in jail, have a whole new
Dang.
front to the left, child.
Yeah, he's definitely going back to jail because
Yes.
at this
But he was on
point,
parole, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So you
saying.
don't
He has
value your
not been out
freedom.
that long. So exactly, you do not value your freedom. But that's all I had to say about Kodak. Kodak, I wish you the best. I wish you well. Donald, there's other people you can help, but I'm holding it down anyway.
All right, y'all. That's all for our juicy topics. But when we come back, we'll be talking to Juju Barney from MTV's newest reality series, Buckhead Shore. So stay with us and we'll be right back. Okay.